I've traveled through Greece more times than I can count. From the quiet corners of the Ionian Islands to the sun-baked shores of the Cyclades, I thought I had seen it all. Beaches with soft golden sand, hidden coves carved into cliffs, crystal clear water that stretched out toward the horizon like polished glass. But nothing prepared me for this. The water didn't just look blue, it looked surreal. Like someone had turned the saturation up to maximum and then pushed it even further. Like a dream or a memory you're not sure was real. The kind of blue that makes you stop and stare just to make sure you're actually awake. One of those moments happened on the island of Samos. My son and I had rented a scooter and decided to head out on a small adventure, just the two of us. We left the liveliness of Pythagorio behind and followed a winding coastal road until we reached Kokori, a tiny seaside village that felt like time had slowed down. There was no plan, no rush. We wandered through the narrow streets, looked at the small shops, and watched as the locals went about their day. We ended up at a quiet taverna in the harbour. The food was simple and fresh. After lunch, we tossed bits of bread into the water. Within seconds, the fish appeared, dozens of them, darting and swirling through water so clear it looked invisible. But if Kokori was calm and quiet, the blue caves near Antipaxos were the exact opposite. We took a boat trip from Parga, the whole family, across calm waters and into the open sea. The cliffs grew higher, the caves came into view. And the water, it turned a colour I didn't know existed. Bright, electric, glowing blue that seemed to light up from underneath. It didn't feel real. We anchored the boat and jumped in. The cool shock of the water hit instantly, and then it felt like swimming in light. We floated, we dived, we laughed. We swam into the caves themselves, where the reflections turned the stone walls into mirrors of moving colour. At one point, I spotted a cliff just above the water. Not too high, but high enough to make you think twice. I climbed it, even though I knew I probably shouldn't. About halfway up, I looked down and realised that if I were to slip, the water wouldn't save me. The cliff was bouldering out underneath me. For a minute, I thought of climbing down, but it was too darn sketchy. You could say that I was literally between a rock and a hard place, rim-rocked. I man-upped, climbed to the first place that was okay to jump from, and launched myself to freedom. But none of that, not Kokori, not Antipaxos, could prepare me for what was waiting on Zakynthos. Navajo Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach, hidden between massive cliffs, it's only accessible by boat or by hiking to the viewpoint far above. My son and I had met some new friends during the trip, and together we decided to go on an all-day scooter ride to see it for ourselves. The road twisted and climbed across the island. The sun was intense, the seats were hot, but the closer we got, the more the excitement built. And then we arrived, standing at the edge of the viewpoint looking down. It didn't look real. The water was glowing, radiant, so blue it almost hurt to look at. The sand below was pale and untouched. The wreck of an old ship rested quietly on the shore like a ghost of the past. And that water, I still don't have the words. It was the kind of blue you don't forget, the kind that stays in your mind, even long after the trip is over. That moment, standing there, after hours on the road, was the most beautiful view I've ever experienced in my life. No camera can capture it fully. No photo can do it justice. You have to see it. You have to feel it. You have to be there. This video is a small glimpse into that feeling, into those places, into the color blue as you've never seen it before. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It helps more than you know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.